Let me quickly draw you in here. Sumit Peer, clearly, of course, once again, the truth has its way of coming out. Pakistan may continues to spread lies, to India and to the world at large. They've been doing it for not just the last few days, but the last few decades. However, the truth has its way of coming out. Shehbaz Sharif, call it a slip of tongue or call it finally some better sense, has revealed what exactly transpired within Pakistan. Still not all of it, but at least some of it has come out from the Prime Minister himself.
Uday, thank you for having me on your show. There are a couple of angles to it. First of all, you are absolutely right. Yes, truth has a billion ways of coming out, not a million. Second thing is, look, what was Nur Khan Airbase? Nur Khan Airbase was part of Rawalpindi garrison, which was conceived to be invincible, heart of the military establishment. And when you stuck there, it means a lot of things. What are they done for Nur Khan? That put AWACS in the air, that put special surface to air missile batteries there, and complete fortification of that whole area was done because it was a matter of pride. What happens? Now, Shehbaz is he called me at 2:30 am. Was Munir sleeping at 2:30 am? Did he go to Google map to find kitna bada khadda hua, how much is the damage done? Where were Pakistani AWACS? Where were their HQ9s or whatever they had? Nothing of their system, nothing. And did they scramble jets? What did they do when BrahMos possibly, I don't know what possibly BrahMos went in, their anti-jamming, their missile, their sirens, their jets, their jammers, nothing worked and it whacked through it. There was a big, there was a kind of a ditch in the airfield where you could do machli pala, and it was as big as this. So what did they do? He calls the Prime Minister and says, look, we are screwed. We have been hit. So rather than going and doing, he calls the Prime Minister, sir, we have been screwed. The Prime Minister would have logically asked the question, Janab, aapne kya kiya? Bole, hame to pata hi nahi laga. I was also sleeping at my home. I only woke up by the bang of the noise. Now, from tactical nuke heads, you're going to what? Tactical tweets. That's what ISP was doing. From, radars, from Air Force to Air Force, that is what Pakistan has been. So when you see such a debacle and Imran Khan's party publicly opposing them, so what have they done? Now Shehbaz Sharif is playing tactical. He knows Munir has become a liability. He knows Munir is trying to fight a war which he cannot win. He knows in the end of this war, Pakistan will be decimated. So what is he doing? He's playing the politician, the smart politician. Munir called me and said, Sahab, Air Force base to gaya. Now, in a way, he is admitting his Air Force is useless. Munir is pointless. Munir is a courier. He's trying to get the assessment from a US, from a Google map. And he's saying, I was awake and I was with my phone. So Prime Minister is with his phone. That is what he could do. But the military is sleeping and napping. What about ISI? What about the military intelligence? What about a new NSA of Pakistan? They were all sleep, napping, and all their technology failed. The Chinese gizmos or the American whatever they had, they all failed. Nothing worked. And the assurances which were given to the Awam of Pakistan and the Prime Minister of Pakistan, Sahab, hum to khade hain, hamare hote hue kuch nahi hoga, they all got shattered. When the truth is out in the open and still our Navy is joking with Karachi and Gwadar, the poor chap has to come and admit. Even if you look at today, they are admitting that the traffic from Karachi's port is down by 21%. They are admitting it officially. Assume it will be 70-80%. Now, Indian Navy can strike at our will whenever we want. So still Operation Sindoor is on. So what does Shehbaz Sharif now get by protecting an incompetent general who's a mullah basically? So what does he do? He is a smart politician. He comes and acknowledges whatever happened. So what does it do? It puts pressure back on the Pakistani military, the Mullah Munir and all his cronies. What the hell are you good at? I'm a politician. I can do what I can do, but you are the military. You are running Fauji Tanzim. You are running Bahari Asgari. You are doing $100 billion of business and making $20 billion of profit. And at the end of the day, the uniform which you are daunting or wearing, I would say daunting, you are good for nothing. You could not do anything. There was no response from Pakistan, and we stuck in the heart of Pakistan. We stuck the pride of Pakistan. We broke that invisibility of Rawalpindi into civilians. And now the Prime Minister, even after 8 or 10 days or 15 days, remembers there's nothing these guys can do. They are as incompetent as they were always. So he comes and spills the beans. So the world knows, yes, Nur Khan was hit. Yeah, Indian missiles came. Yeah, Munir came to know about it later. And when Munir came to know, he called me, and as he was doing the job of a courier. But do generals do the job of a courier? General Munir should have told him, sir, this is what I have done to India. This is how we have intercepted their missiles. This is what we have done. So even if you look at news, people like me and you would have got a news half an hour later. So is Asim Munir...
Yes, and General Khatoj, the significance of Nur Khan being hit is also huge. It was huge because we knew all along